Alright, so remember a couple of weeks ago we did a book, and now we've got one book and we want to kind of create multiple versions of this book, right? But we want to create it where, so I don't have to like worry about the differences of texture and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a couple of books here, and I'm going to show you real quick how to make a quick texture to kind of create this and kind of build out our quick ideas of book creation. Okay, now we can scale this as long as we want. It doesn't have to be like, don't go crazy with it because you'll stretch the textures too much, but this is a quick and easy way to do this. So here we've got our layer textures and we want to create a material for it. So we're going to open up our materials, and this is the prior material we created in the Hypershade. And so with that, what we're going to do is we're going to just do a quick couple of changes. So the first thing is I'm going to create a layer, search for a layer shader, and I'm going to use the AI LayerRGB. So that's the first thing I'm putting in there. And then the second thing I'm going to do is color jitter. If you just type in jitter, AI color jitter, that works great. So here is what we're doing. So I'm going to take the RGB layer. I'm going to move this off to the side so you can see that the renders like this. So this is my render here, and I'm going to make sure it's running so you can see what's going on. So with this, basically we take the AI layer and we're going to grab the multiply from this and we're going to put it in the first input, and then we're going to grab our color jitter here and put it in the second input. So you will not notice a color change because things are still connected the normal way. And then we're going to just replace the base color jitter and dump that in. So here's what's going to happen. Your color is going to go away. Everything's going to be wonky. We need to fix that. So first things first, always kind of label your stuff. So I'm going to enable layer 1 and I'm going to enable layer 2, and that's going to bring back the first texture. I'm going to call this the book base, and then this is the color jitter. All right, so with that idea in mind, then I'm going to do a couple of things. So first, in the color jitter, instead of user data, I'm going to say object, and then that's going to basically apply each one to separate objects. Number 2, I'm going to go here, and instead of over on the second one, I'm going to click it and I'm going to do overlay, right? And then what's going to happen is basically this is going to change our color to gray, and the gray is built in directly. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to add in, and again, play with the colors yourself, but if I add a little red, doesn't need much, that's going to change that. And then from there I can go in and start changing up the colors, right? So you can see here I can play out with the qualities, the min max, that type of thing. I can work on all of that stuff, and I can even play around with the saturation and kind of play with those aspects as well. So with that idea, now it just boils down to kind of finding something that I like. Right now I've got an overlay on here. I can try different types of things. I can do screening, I can do a number of different things. I can even control the amount that it's mixing, so I don't need to have I don't need to have an individual color process. And so with a little tweaking, a little running around, I can take one book and make it into multiple different books, and a handful of these books will give you a full library. All right, so I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you need any assistance, I'm here to help you out. All right, have a good one.